Oscar Mabuyane has made very big announcements here in the Eastern Cape, where he's announced that the Department of Finance, Economic Development, Environmental Affairs and Tourism is going to be separated, with finance being led by MEC Mlungisi Mvogo and Economic Development, Environmental Affairs and Tourism is going to be led by Ms. Nonceba Peters, who was the MEC for the Department of Rural Development and Agrarian Reform. He's also announced that there's going to be 2 additional MECs in the province, and that is Ms. Ntandokazi Capa as well as Sibulele Ngongo. And to speak more to the Premier about these changes, we're joined by the Premier. Thank you very much, Tata, for your time. Very big moves, and when we speak to Public Works and Human Settlements, there is another change that is made there, where both these departments are merged. What is the, what is the way about? What is the tact? What is the strategy to make sure that this combination works?
Thank you very much, Sidima, and greetings to your viewers. We've got to be a bit audacious for us to move and move mountains. So we're making these changes because we've got experience, we've been exposed, we've seen how best we can ensure that government is realigned. We are realigning government for purposes of getting proper outcomes. So our objective is to ensure that we deliver, and we deliver as per the expectations. You had the issue of ANC informing us on the priorities that we are now pursuing, the 6 priorities. So key to that, or the apex priority being the job creation. So we've got to do work in such a way that whatever that we do, we synthesize jobs and all that. So all these alignment are meant to help us to achieve and deliver according to the electoral mandate we have from the African National Congress.
Yeah, and when we speak about jobs, we understand the separation between finance and economic development is so that jobs can be created, and the Department of Finance focuses solely on issues of finances in the province. We've got big issues. Mercedes-Benz South Africa retrenching people, among others. What is the plan there?
We are talking to Mercedes. They've briefed us about that. We're developing our own way of responding to that as government. Yes, of course, they are not a charity organization. They would always be looking at economies of scale, and they've explained that they've got challenges of the demand and supply issues globally. So those issues are issues that they would have to tackle them. Ours is to make sure that we mitigate whatever effects that comes out of that. They've already announced they are currently undergoing their Section 189 process of consultation. So we are looking at that. We don't want to see any retrenchment if it were to be according to our wishes. But we're basically looking at all the permutations and how best. We're waiting for them. They've indicated that they will come back to us and show us how best are we able to deal with such kind of issues. So we're waiting for that, and they will be able to. Currently, we're working with advisors and all the ideas, putting together those ideas to ensure that we are able to find a solution to the problem. So it's a difficult one to talk about, but we must create jobs. We can't lose jobs.
And MEC Gade is back in his department, the education department, and we understand that it's grown in terms of matric pass rate in the previous years. And now you've also made mention of the scholar transport issue being that of the Department of Education. We've been told for quite a very long time during the 6th administration that this issue lies with the Department of Transport, and now to come back to say this is a Department of Education issue. What do you mean?
Scholar transport is about transporting kids, and kids are in the Department of Education. So if that data is not properly processed, is not aligned in terms of school needs and all that and kids, then you have a problem. So Department of Education controls this part, which makes transport to activate the provision of scholar transport to our children. So that's an issue that they've got to work together to actually reconcile. Remember, the data comes from the other side, so to speak, from education, how number of kids, the stats itself. So all those issues are issues that need us to work in a very organized, integrated way, so that we don't have any loose ends on the issue.